There's something special and sacred about the fruit of a tree that is bearing fruit. It reminds me slightly of a mother bearing child. I feel as though I've given birth on this journey. I remember the first time I smelled this grapefruit. It was the day I was gonna say I had gotten back. It was my first night here. I hadn't quite settled into my own soul, let alone a room, and or vacation. And I remember the first thing I remember was how fragrant the room was, with something that smelled natural and citrus like. Went to the bathroom once, okay, came back, went to the bathroom again. I'm like, wait, now something smells strong. Someone said, let me go check and see if that is a grapefruit on the table. I thought it was a tomato because I've never seen a grapefruit like this. It is different. It is not like a pink grapefruit. It's cool. I like it a lot. And this tree, her personality has really grown on me. She's very special. I like hearing stories about her. She's beautiful, absolutely beautiful, very healthy. And she will give as much as you take care of her, she will give abundantly to you. She's very special. And I realized, being someplace where I'm blessed to see and enjoy a grapefruit tree, I realized that small things like that, which is pretty big, obviously, but small things like that help me realize just how much there is about the world that I don't know. The world is big. Even the things that I think I know, I don't know. I can only, this is how, so when I was hanging out with Lewis, I was talking about my voice teacher that I'm working with now, my singing voice teacher and piano teacher. Incredible woman. And as I was talking to him about her, he said, well, what kind of teacher is she? How does she teach? Or, is she good? And I'm like, well, she's incredible. The way that she teaches that I find to be incredibly effective, or as a teacher, is that she has a wealth of information in her, available to her at all times, but she's not relying on one experience to apply to everything. So using that analogy to explain to him my appreciation for her teaching style and her approach and her being, the way that her essence, the essence of who she is as a musician, as a teacher, as a human being, that is how I wish to move about in the world. And what I realized has opened up to me since being here is I open up myself to the world by being present to all of the information that I have in me, but not expecting all of the information that I already have in me to give me answers to everything that's happening outside of me. And that all the answers are there. I think all of the answers are there in the form of my listening. I believe that to be true. So while epigenetics is real, the information in my blood passed down to me from generation to generation, that's real. People talk about the Morrison blood. I mean, my entire family is a family of geniuses, actual living, breathing geniuses. And we are geniuses in very similar ways. That's in our blood, literally. And at the same time, I have the power to actively show up and create what I wish to see in the world through the actions that I do right now. Not just today, not just, in the next minute, or not that I have scheduled. I'm talking right now, actively be working on the thing in the moment as long as I can and the way that I have tricked my mind into reaching for endurance and sustaining is by taking things, Stanislavski, beat by beat, but beat by beat, like moment to moment. Breath. I even have to take it down even more. I remember being at the height of trauma, navigating that world, that experience, that life, that whole thing, right? In that period of my life, I remember it being overwhelming in my body, and not having a grasp of anything around me, and it swallowing me up. And the way that I got out of that, or through that rather, is moment by moment, breath by breath. I couldn't even take it minute by minute, hour by hours. It's like, no, I needed to do breath by breath. Inhale, exhale, breathe right through it. Next thing I know, we're at 32 years. It was 16 years ago. Where have I been? What happened? It's like, no, it's like a light switch switched on, and it's on. It's time. It's not that, I mean, I don't want to wallow in things, and it's just time. There is no room for standing still. We have been, if you are seeing this, you have been chosen to make it through the threshold. I am going to say COVID-19 I shouldn't have said it out loud. Oh, well, now my video's flagged. Oh, well, so much for that. Anywho, I believe that is a threshold that if we have made it through, we're chosen for something important. Not that the people who did not were not. We just, is just a transformative time and energy and space happening in the world around us. And I love you. I didn't set a timer. And that's okay. What's most important to me right now is for you to know that you are loved, and you, not just the fruit bared from a healthy tree, know that you are a gift. And even if your tree is backed up, you can birth more. There is still more in you. There is still something to birth, and you can figure it out as you go, and all will be okay. And you are miraculous and incredible, and you can will your subconscious to meet you where you wish to be. All of that requires starting right now. And I love you. And it truly is an honor to be open in this way. Not even just given to you, because I'm open, I'm receiving. I love you. Enjoy the view. Have a grapefruit.